Welcome. This video covers the non-parametric alternatives to the two independent samples t-test and one-way ANOVA. We will cover the alternative to the paired t-test in a different tutorial. These tests compare the median of the quantitative variable instead of the mean. If the distributions in the groups are symmetric, then this could also be considered a test for the means, but not in the case of skewed distributions. One assumption is that there is only a location shift between groups. This can limit the usefulness of this test in practice, and we should check to see if the distributions are similar using side-by-side box plots or other graphical displays. We must also remember, though, that this assumption is about the population, and so small deviations are not likely a problem, but major differences would be. We will look at height versus gender, height versus weight categories, and age versus weight categories. All of these have relatively similar distributions. The relatively minor differences seen in the shapes could be due to chance. Thus, the tests are reasonable. We begin with the Wilcoxon rank sum test, also known as the Mann-Whitney U test. This is for two groups and is analogous to the two independent samples t-test. Go to Analyze, Non-Parametric Tests, Independent Samples. Some students may not have this option depending on the version of SPSS, but we are illustrating it for those students who are interested in conducting these tests in practice. You can let SPSS make some default choices based upon the data types, but we will go through how to request this specific test. So we will choose Customize Analysis, then go to the Fields tab. Here we drag the response variable into the test fields list. We choose height and gender into the groups. Then go to the Settings tab and choose Customize Tests and select Mann-Whitney U, 2 samples. Then click Run. This provides a simple summary with the p-value of the test, which here is 0.000, and gives the decision, which here is to reject the null hypothesis. Thus, there is enough evidence that the median height is different between males and females. Now we will look at the Kruskal-Wallis test, which is analogous to the one-way ANOVA. We will look at height and age versus weight categories. Go to Analyze, Non-Parametric Tests, Independent Samples. Reset the tool. Under the Objective tab, choose Customize Analysis. Under Fields, drag height and age into the test fields list, and drag weight categories into the groups. Under the Settings tab, choose Customize Tests and the Kruskal-Wallis one-way ANOVA, K samples. Then click Run. Not surprising, the test finds that some medians are statistically significantly different between the weight categories for height, but not for age. This seems reasonable given the box plots. We will save this as topic 7e.spv. That's all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching.